Breaking news. Epstein victims go to Washington, D.C. seeking justice. If women were truly equal, why do the Epstein victims have to go to Washington, D.C., stand on the Capitol, and share their heart-wrenching stories with the American people just to be heard by the American people? The Epstein victims were promised by the Republican Party that they would actually unseal and release all of the Epstein files as a part of their campaign slogans to get this tangerine twat waffle elected into office. However, the Epstein victims had to go to Washington, D.C. this week to share their stories, and their stories were so moving that a lot of Republicans started to have tears and felt sorry. One of the Republicans actually left because she couldn't stand the trauma that she saw these people go through. That being said, the Republican Party stood strong with the victims of Epstein until they got this threat from the administration. The administration sees that any Republican who signs the Transparency Act on behalf of the Epstein victims will be seen as a hostile act towards the administration. Does that not scream guilt? Does that scream transparency? No, it doesn't. What it does do is give a clear sign to all the Republicans that if they sign that order, they sign the Transparency Act releasing all the Epstein files, that they will be facing the administration and the wrath of that. That being said, all but 3 Republicans actually caved on their pledge to sign the Epstein Transparency Act. The Epstein victims now have to wait and hope that some of the Republicans will grow a spine and step forward despite the fact that they've already caved to this administration.